sugar, carbonation, and a splice of adrenaline. These were the ingredients chosen to make the perfect Nitro Pepsi. But Professor PepsiCo accidentally added an extra ingredient to the concoction: raging addiction. Thus, the heaping pile of flesh and bones before you were born, using his completely random facts that mean nothing whatsoever, this guy has dedicated his life to fighting boredom and the forces of normalcy before the... that was, I'm probably addicted to soda, probably. If you look back into soda's history, you'll see that a lot of the brands that you know and love today actually have some pretty unique or mysterious origins, especially regarding their names. For example, we can take a look at the most popular, well-known, highly liked Brad's drink. If you are foolishly looking at the screen right now thinking, that's not Brad's drink, how about you shut up for a second, let me teach you a thing or two, huh? How about you let me do my job, huh? What's up with that? Pepsi, also known as Pepsi Cola, actually used to be called Brad's drink during its initial market release in 1893, when its creator, Caleb Bradham, aka Brad, served it to customers of his pharmacy via a fountain drink, which, you know, apparently existed in pharmacies back then. We'd like to bring that back. The name change to Pepsi Cola wouldn't occur until later during 1898. This was most likely meant to reference the fact that the drink had two main ingredients, which is that of the cola nuts, the cola part of Pepsi Cola, and then also the pepsin enzyme, Pepsi. This digestive enzyme was meant to help break down proteins in the stomach. You see, dude Bradham thought that his drink, which he served to customers of his pharmacy, would help to reduce indigestion, or the effects of it. But, whoa there, Jamal. Don't go reaching for the Pepsi next time you're in the toilet. Because you see, the pepsin enzyme, it's not in the normal modern Pepsi drinks that we have nowadays. So, you know, next time you feel the next doomsday just blasting out of your stomach, out of your insides, you know, maybe leave the Pepsi can next to the toilet or fridge or wherever you have it for. I don't know why you would have it next to a toilet. Carbonation is one of the defining features of soda. It's one of the reasons it's so appealing and maybe a little addictive to some people too. But did you know that carbonated water itself wasn't actually created until the 18th century by a chemist scientist named Joseph Priestley? That's right, 300 years of getting fat. Let's try to hit 400. Dr. Priestley did this by using a container that was filled with water and hooking it up over a fermentation vat in a brewery in Leeds, England. You see, the fermentation vat's natural ability to create CO2, that is carbon dioxide, when converting sugars into low alcohol, would also convert the water into carbonated water, considering, you know, CO2 is what gives it its carbonation. Go figure. His findings were later published in a paper called Impregnating Water with Fixed Air, which, you know, now that I'm reading it, starts to make me wonder, if carbonated water is pregnant water, then does that make Joseph Priestley the father of all soda beverages?
You are the father!
On a not at all unrelated note, you can find that there are higher levels of CO2 in the diet counterparts of drinks. So, you know, Diet Cola, Diet Pepsi, that garbage. They actually have higher amounts of carbonation, according to, you know, some nerds at Illinois State University. Speaking of which, if you were bored one day and you didn't want to start a YouTube series based off of random facts that you found online, then you could also spend time finding the various fizziness properties of your favorite soda drinks. To do this, follow the following steps recommended by OSU College of Engineering. First, tie a balloon around the tip of a soda bottle. Next, shake it and wait for the balloon to fully expand. Then, measure the diameter of the balloon to see how much it is expanded. Once you can do this, you'll know how much fizziness, or how much CO2 roughly there is inside of a soda type as compared to other sodas. So once you do this multiple times, you'll be able to eventually figure out that there is more or less fizz in certain different drinks. Okay, this next one is kind of a stretch because it's technically talking about baking soda and not the soda beverage, but whatever, I run the show here. I'm gonna do what I want. On August 23rd, 2000, an online news source known as The Onion had reported on a William Sanford Nye. If that name sounds familiar to you, it probably is, because he's also known as Bill Nye the Science Guy. And how he died. According to the article, the man had passed after a failed experiment involving a massive vinegar and baking soda volcano explosion had leveled an entire city block. So, you know, obviously at the time the article went pretty viral, considering the man is basically a celebrity. He's also something of a scientist myself. We've all been there, you know. You go out for a night with the boys and you end up drinking too much Nitro Pepsi and stealing 258 goats from the local community zoo. You know, what are you gonna do? It's such a hassle getting them all out of there, I'll tell you that. Needless to say, if you found yourself getting caught by the police in your goat snatching shenanigans, you could always use the same can that got you into trouble to get out of it. You see, soda cans can actually be used to make shims, according to these guys. If you follow their instructions on their website, you will actually be able to make a sort of rigid shim that can bypass locks. And, you know, slight disclaimer, I have never actually stolen 258 goats. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. No, one of them got away. The film Words Bubble Up Like Soda Pop is an hour and 27-minute long Japanese animated slice-of-life romantic comedy drama film by Sublimation, Signal MD, and directed by Kyohei Ishiguro. I analyzed this thing frame by frame, every second of every minute throughout the entire length of the entire film, and after, I kid you not, days of rechecking every single frame, I can now sort of semi-confidently say that the movie actually shows or references soda beverages 40 times. If you want to go through and verify that number, go ahead. But if you do and you find a different number, then please submit a complaint at the email that's popping up somewhere on screen right now. I take these facts and this show very seriously, and I would never dare to pervert your ear holes with these false facts about pop soda beverages. It would be a disgrace. Some people have told me that there's absolutely nothing special about the facts that I'm sharing, and that they're mainly completely useless. Some people would be right. So let's take a literal page from my Bible, the book of useless information, to make it very clear that these are indeed useless facts that I'm sharing with you all. Number 1. 7-Up, created in 1929, was uniquely named, but nobody knows what it stands for. However, there are several theories. One such is that it stands for the number of ounces that the original container which it was served in could hold, that being 7 ounces. Another theory is that it stands for the drink's pH of 7, which was actually proven false, because its actual pH is actually like 3.2. Another theory is that it stands for the original main 7 ingredients of its original formula, that being lithium, sodium citrate, carbonated water, sugar, citric acid, the essence of lemon, and the essence of lime. Another interesting fact from the Book of Useless Information is that Pepsi Cola was actually the first ever Western consumer product sold in the former Soviet Union. Who da funk? And there you have it. That video took a long time. This video is taking a long time to make. I still gotta edit it and everything, but Jesus. I'll tell you, it's been a long time coming. It's been interesting. What am I gonna say? I've done a lot of stuff since the last video. You know, college for one, but here I am, still making stupid videos about soda. Thank you again for watching. You know, if you want to do any of that stuff on the bottom, that'd be real jazzy of you, real groovy of you to do. But yeah, I'd really appreciate you stopping by and watching this in your very busy schedule, ladies and gents. Yeah, so I'll see you all next time. Thank you. Have a peace out. I'm freaking done with this video.